Before we begin, we want to say a heartfelt welcome to all our subscribers. In the past 1 month alone, more than 1,000 amazing people from Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, Senegal, and across Africa joined our community. Your support fuels our mission to preserve African culture, celebrate our artists, and empower the next generation. If you are watching and haven't subscribed yet, this is your moment. Join us today and become part of a growing movement honoring African excellence, creativity, and cultural identity. Hit the subscribe button right now and let's continue to grow together. Thank you. After subscribing, let's get into the discussion of today. The topic of today is the 20 African artists who have shaped our cultural landscape from 2010 to 2025. We shall be looking at the top 20 artists in Africa who have worked relentlessly to make this come to fruition and then to make Africa where it is today. Africa's music is more than just entertainment. It is our story, our pride, our global fingerprints. From the north to the south, east and the west, our artists shapes how the world sees us, like it or not. Today, we spotlight 20 powerful voices who within the last 15 years have influenced the continent's cultural landscape through music, heritage, and of course identity. And the ranking is in no way justified beyond reason. It is our own intuition, it is our feeling here at Botang Records. And we only implore you to join us in this conversation. And at the end, we would like to also know your thoughts. Thank you and stay tuned. Okay, let's dive straight into it. On my #1 chart for the artists of Africa that has stood out in the cultural milieu, we have Burna Boy from Nigeria. And the song that we want to talk about today is The African Giant, which has a unique cultural message: pride in African identity, post-colonial awareness, and cultural empowerment. I know Burna Boy has a lot of other songs which are very entertaining, but at Botang Records we are looking at those cultural aspects, and that is going to be the same for the rest of the artists that we will be bringing to you during this episode. My dear fans, I hope there's going to be some excitement building up at this moment, and that brings us to artist number 2. And this artist, it's a female artist. She is none other than Angelique Kidjo from Benin. And the song that she sang, which has stood over time and has a big impact in our cultural landscape, is the song titled Mother Nature. Why this song Mother Nature? What is the message behind it? It speaks to preservation of ancestral wisdom, it speaks to African spirituality, and it speaks to the environmental consciousness, so to put it. Let's go to our third artist of Africa, and that artist is the one that is going to excite a lot of young folks. We have Wizkid from Nigeria, and the song which is so cultural inclined for Wizkid is the one titled Ojo Legba. I hope I pronounced it well, and for all my Nigerian friends, please forgive me if I didn't do that. Again, it is Ojo Legba. The cultural message behind this song is the authentic Lagos storytelling. We all love storytelling. The grassroots resilience, and we also see the everyday African life and hustle in this unique piece. And again, of course, we now come to one of your favorite artists, Davido, as well from Nigeria. You guys must be asking, why all the artists from Nigeria at this point? They're putting in the work. We're seeing the results and we're all vibing to it. The song that we're going to recognize from Davido today is the Aye. We all know this song. The cultural message behind it is celebration of traditional African love, right? Values and real heritage. When this song came out, yeah, I think everyone felt some goosebumps in the way Davido brought this song to us. And of course, we stay in the same country, Nigeria. And who is the next artist? Another female icon, Yemi Alade, still from Nigeria. And which is that song that shaped a lot in our cultural landscape? Journey, of course. And what is the cultural message in this song? Pan-African identity, cross-country representation, African fashion. You could see the way people are dressed in that clip, and then you see the humor, and then the femininity, right? It shows us how we African people, how we African ladies, you know, there's a lot to see. And of course, now we shift gears a little bit with another iconic artist from Africa, and this time Diamond Platnumz from Tanzania. Which song did he bring to us? African Beauty. Look at that title, African Beauty, with a deep cultural message in Swahili culture, East African dance heritage, and continental unity. You can name it all. Diamond Platnumz has continuously impacted our musical landscape. Okay guys, as we continue to enjoy the 7 artists that I'm bringing to you today, is called Sauti Sol, all the way from Kenya. This may be strange for some of you who really don't follow music in Africa. Sauti Sol, in one of the tracks that we have out there, is called Sura Yako. Please look at that song, Sura Yako, and I will be providing the details of all the artist name and the song title so you can take a look at them in YouTube. The cultural message in this particular piece is it's a Swahili romance. Talks about Kenyan traditional dances, and then you can see the rich vocal harmonies that are blended in this unique piece. Again, as we continue, the 8th on the position, we have Sho Madjozi from South Africa. In the song title, John Cena. Don't ask me why John Cena. The cultural message behind it is celebration of Tsonga language, culture, indigenous dressing, proud representation, and minority identity. And of course, this one is not going to be a surprise to anybody. We are talking about a young talented artist, a young talented music maker, a young talented industry legend, Master KG, as well from South Africa. In the song title, Jerusalema. Jerusalema. Ikayayama. Sorry South Africans if I can't sing it well. The cultural message in this song, the Zulu spirituality, the unity, and the global spread of African dance culture. This song is one of the songs during the COVID time that everyone resonated with. Everyone danced to this. So we're giving you a flash, Master KG, today, and saying that let's continue to do what we are doing. And of course, the 10th position, we have Rema, all the way from Nigeria. The song title, Burna Boys. Cultural message embedded in that song is the Edo heritage that is being projected, youthful African pride, and modern storytelling. From the 11th to the 20th, we're gonna do just very sneak peeks, and we're just gonna go through the rest of them so that this is gonna stay short and sweet. So on the 11th position, we have Tiwa Savage, as well from Nigeria. And what is that song that stood out so much in the cultural milieu? 4999. Cultural message, social realities, empowerment of African women, and artistic activism. And of course, the next song is Thames, as well from Nigeria. Which song? Free Mind. Cultural message, speaks about mental health awareness, emotional healing, and African womanhood. Who doesn't want to talk about African womanhood? Who doesn't want to talk about emotional healing? Right, I hope you enjoyed that one. The next artist on our list, it's gonna be no other person but it's pronounced it's spelled M-D-O-U Mokhtar. So Mdu Mokhtar, all the way from Niger. And what song did he do? The title of this song is Taha Tazet. with a cultural message. You get a lot of Tuareg guitar traditions. We have Saharan storytelling and an anti-colonial theme that transcends throughout this musical piece. And then next on the list, we have Kiss Daniel, of course, from Nigeria as well. On one of his popular tracks, Buka, Buka, Buka. What's the cultural message behind this song? Celebration of hard work, the Yoruba language and influence, and African festival energy. We see it all in that particular piece, Bukao. And of course, we have Ninola, all the way from Nigeria as well, on the song title Maradona. The cultural message behind this song is Afro house excellence. We see a lot of Yoruba dance influences, and we also see like the Lagos rhythm and culture infused all in this particular piece. And of course we have Fireboy DML, still from Nigeria, and the cultural message behind is modern emotions infused with Yoruba mythological references and identity. These and more, you can testify that there is a lot of cultural representation in some of these tracks. And of course we have Mr. Ezi, all the way from Ghana, and the title song Leg Over. Cultural message behind this piece. We see a lot about Ghana, we see Niger fusion, we find some borderless African creativity across countries, and we also see a unique cultural identity. And of course we have Era Star, still from Nigeria, the song title Rush. Cultural message, rising African youth identity, confidence, empowerment, and modern representation. And number 19 on our list, guys, we have Vic Tony, all the way from Nigeria as well, and in the song title Soweto. And what's the cultural message behind Soweto? Cross-African symbolism. We have modern African sound expressed in ways we didn't see, and we have that continental connection in this single track. And of course, finally, we have Mafikizolo, all the way from South Africa, the song title Kona. What is the cultural message behind this song? It speaks to African languages. In this particular song, you will hear a lot of Zisonga, Zulu, traditional dance, you'll see fashion and cultural, just a lot of cultural sophistication. I know at this point you will be asking, where are some of these artists that we all know about? Why didn't they feature in this list? To conclude this, my dear friends, these 20 artists represent the heartbeat of Africa, our culture, our pride, our global legacy. Their music tells our stories, preserves our heritage, and inspires millions of people across our borders. And at Botang Records, this ranking represents just our perspective, shaped by our mission to uplift African art, culture, and music. But right now, we would like to hear from you. Who would you add to this list? Which artist shaped your cultural journey? Which song defines Africa for you? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Your voice is part of the story. And if you haven't subscribed yet, join us today as we continue celebrating African excellence. Together, we keep the culture alive. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.